Hey y'all, Ham here. It's been a minute, but hope everyone's doing well. Spring is finally upon us. Birds chirping and stuff. It just feels better, right? I just feel like I have more energy to do things. I have more like drive to do things. And not to say winter's so horrible, I still like all four seasons, but I think, after a while, for someone like me, like going out and braving the colds, low battery. Um, it starts to like, you start to make more excuses for yourself. Like, I'll just stay home. It's cold today. It's just wet today. But, yeah, so just like that, today's video is going to be, about taking a chance. And, someone like me who's a single mom, financially, I'm not like up here. Um, so for me to take a risk, a financial risk, a job opportunity risk, I'm down here. So you can't get much, lower in a sense, right? You can kind of only start shooting forward and shooting up, right? So recently I came up for myself personally. I'll just use like a brief example. I've had some ideas in the working. I kind of want to keep to myself right now. Some financial gaining, ideas, some career ideas, some career steps, things I've been thinking of, things I've been working on. Also some creative projects on the side that can eventually become lucrative, within time. And, I keep reading these little blurbs and articles and things saying, you should only really invest your time and your energy into things that you're passionate about. And why is that? Well, it's probably because you won't give up. It's because it's already in your soul. You already know the answers. You already know what to do. It's already something that you have a drive for. But sometimes it's not always right there in plain English right in front of you. Like, I'm an artist at heart. I love to build, I love to create, I love any kind of creative process, right? But sometimes you can find that outlet and find that, the benefits of those things within other things, right? So maybe getting into something that's more business related, like I wouldn't necessarily call myself a business. I tried to pop a pimple, that's why it's all red up here. I'm noticing it, you're probably not. Um, you know, there might be some like business ventures or things that are in the forefront, don't seem, like that, don't seem very, creative in a way, but growing a business or growing, a capital for yourself, can eventually lead you to now being more able to being able to be more creative, maybe funding those projects, and you can even probably like bring those projects into your business venture or whatever. It can eventually become, all cohesive in one thing that you're working toward. So, my advice is just when you get these opportunities or you get this spark, like, hey, maybe I should try that, right? There's a lot of people in this world who started with that. Only that, just an idea. Started with nothing else. Little to no money, little to no investments, little to no support. And really just you're rooting for yourself, right? Look at that movie, that single mom who was like taking care of her family, and she invented the ringing mop, right? And she was like the queen of QVC or whatever, Home Shopping Network. She had nothing, and then she became a millionaire, a self-made millionaire. There's all these opportunities to start from nothing and become something. You just have to believe in yourself. Now, I come from a home, from a family where, surface level, everyone's rooting for you. But no one actually necessarily, and I think a lot of people's families are like this, where like, yes, everyone supports you and loves you and wants the best for you, but they're skeptical or not willing to really give you what you need, kind of just give you what they think you need. It's not always the nourishment you need to fulfill your dreams and your financial goals. People, meanwhile, it's not their fault, but it's just sometimes you just don't come from an environment where people are really like the fire up your ass to get you going and get you moving and to support you and to make those things happen, right? So, when you get these like random, strange opportunities that just kind of come out of nowhere, like you should take them. And I'm kind of talking to myself as well. But just, like I said, as a single mom with not much and honestly not much to lose, hey, butter, um, you know, you kind of think to yourself, like, well, why wouldn't I just take this opportunity? People are afraid of hard work, you're afraid of failure. But I think if you got to think about it this way, if you're already starting from here, you can't really fail too much. You're not really investing much into something. I mean, you're investing your time, your money and like your you know, maybe the time you could have taken to do something else that was more safe. But safe doesn't always mean fulfilling your goals or your fantasies or your dreams in life. Safe doesn't always mean financial freedom. Safe doesn't always mean more time with your family. Gaining, what's that? Like family, like building family wealth, like to pass down to to your kids. And another thing, sometimes when you have these dreams and these aspirations and you don't really come from a place where people are like really like gunning for you, well, you know what I mean? Like they're not like helping you, like boosting you up like in the ways that you need to. Sometimes it's best to keep it to yourself and kind of let those things ride out. And that way, the only person that you might be disappointing is yourself, and you're not thinking about other people, judging you or, putting their 2 cents in. Sometimes you just kind of have to start it off with a clear mind. Like for me, I need to have a clear mind to be able to look at every angle of everything. That's like what a creative mind does. That's what an engineering mind does. You have to see every joint, every, angle, every, possible, scenario. And sometimes when other people are feeding their thoughts and worries onto you, you start to doubt yourself and you start to cloud your mind with that instead of building yourself forward and pushing yourself forward. So I encourage everyone to take risks and to take opportunities that you wouldn't necessarily, feel that you can maybe accomplish that, like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know. It's hard and it's scary, especially when things are like, you're dealing with large sums of money or you're dealing with like large amounts of time. And, but just think like anything. Think like spending money and going to college. That's not always a sure thing either. And in this day and age, it's really doesn't guarantee you much more than debt. You know what I'm saying? So, when life hands you something, and I believe I may have been handed something small, I have to build it, but an opportunity and the education in something that can potentially become a very creative project, maybe not in the beginning. But, as much as I love being creative, I also love money. I love a good hustle. That's another part of me. I was a bartender for 13 years. I still am if I were to get, the opportunity to. And one of the jobs I have is kind of, I do more waitressing now than bartending. But it's like I run parties. I think I've talked about that like a million times. Like I run people's like birthday parties, your Passover, your wedding, whatever. And like I kind of run the show. And our season's about to pick up, our busy season. So maybe I'll meet some people, in the process. But, that's a hustle. Being a bartender is one of the biggest hustle jobs, right? You never know what you're going to make. It's like, it's all up in the air. You never know. You have to sell. And I was always thinking like, I'm not a salesperson. I can't sell. I can sell things that sell themselves, right? That initially will sell themselves. Like you're at a bar, alcohol sells itself. There are certain things in this world that just sell themselves. And if you get behind those types of things, for me, you know, the opportunities are endless. The possibilities are endless. So don't ever doubt yourself. Just like keep quiet. Keep, keep educating yourself. The more you know about something, the more likely you are to pursue it. If you're just kind of like coming up with the idea. So now I'm taking the opportunity to educate myself. And I encourage all of you to do anything that you kind of had on the back burner you were interested in. Sometimes the whole, I'm like, oh, I want to be creative, do something creative in this world. But sometimes you have to take other steps that aren't as, get creative in your process. But like sometimes you have to do things more on like a business end or, when investing, other types of outlets, other types of, career kind of choices to get you there, right? To financially be able to set you up for those things, right? So sometimes it doesn't always show itself in the way that you'd expect, right? So this is kind of what I'm saying. So something has come across my plate, across my table, across my desk, that I think, like this video, I'm going to come back to this video in next year this time. And I'm going to do an update. I'm going to hope I've made a move or two. And, 2019, I felt for a long time is going to be a good year for a lot of people. And a lot of people in my life have just been making moves, have just been moving forward, things have finally come to fruition for them. And I don't think that I'm to be left out of that either. So, take those risks, take those chances. Even with like, if you see someone that you've been eyeing for a while, they're kind of cute, you want to take them out on a date? Even girls, go ask those guys. Doesn't have to be a guy asking a girl. Or, whatever your love situation is. But, start to take those risks, then you start to build confidence. And once you start building confidence in yourself, you can do anything. You can really accomplish anything. So, this video might have been all over the place, but I've been feeling good. I've been feeling happy. It's a bright, sunny day out. Not so warm, but like something's feeling good. Something's good brewing in the air. I want to run with it. I'm getting all these weird signs telling me to keep positive, keep on it, keep on this path. And I honestly, truly think that for you yourself, like just keep that hustle, keep that hustler's heart, You can be an entrepreneur. You can make things happen for yourself. Just, it's not going to be pretty at first. It's not going to be easy at first. But if you could see it, if you could feel it, if you believe it, Jojo Siwa, what does she say? I don't even know. If you could feel it, you could dream it, you could be it, whatever. I don't know. I made it up. It can happen. So keep loving, keep shining, keep butter. Wait, just a dog. Oh my God, needs to go out. So I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Mwah. Hustle, hustle, hustle. Have that hustler spirit. You are absolutely beautiful today. I think you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you got it in you to make that happen. That success. I could smell it on you. All right. Be well, be happy, be healthy, and I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.